By the time you watch this video, you may throw out your existing protein powder in the trash. Today we're going to talk about protein powder. We've done a previous podcast episode on it, and you may want to refer to that. There will be a link in the video below in the description, so check that out to learn more about protein generally. But today we're talking about Warrior Protein and why we have thrown our protein powders in the trash. This is Dave Sherwin with Dr. Kepo'o, and today we're talking about protein powder. The fact is, especially in America, we all need more protein. It's hard to find really good sources of protein, and most people don't understand the balance between carb, protein, and fat. And in this video, we're going to talk about how you can get those balances right and all the benefits of that while eliminating the negatives of whey protein. And Dr. Kepo'o, there are a lot of negatives to whey protein.
There are tons. In fact, whey protein, and you've probably experienced this before if you use whey protein, it's very hard to digest in many cases, and so you can get digestive issues, gas, bloating, cramping, and then you can even get fatigued from eating that.
Yeah, and so people are using it to get enough protein, but then they got so many negatives going on with that. And why is that? I mean, we know it comes from cows. What is the problem? Is there a problem with the cows or the way it's processed? What are the problems with the whey protein we're using?
The biggest problem is what they're feeding the cows. Usually they're feeding them genetically modified foods, the GMO foods, right? The food has pesticides in it.
Antibiotics.
All of those fun things that actually get concentrated when you finally get that product, and so it can create problems inside the body.
But it's cheap. People buy whey proteins because it's cheap. I've known always that there's higher quality and lower quality proteins. The problem I run into is the high quality ones are way too expensive.
Yeah, they usually are.
This is the first one I found that's actually affordable and competes with whey protein. So if we can remove that objection from you, that'll help a lot, obviously, to find a higher quality protein without all those negatives. What about soy? So that's an alternative a lot of people go to.
Right, and it's a horrible alternative because, again, it's that GMO, the genetically modified food, right? And then soy also has phytoestrogens in it. So if you're a guy and you're eating a lot of this whey protein to build big muscles, you're actually creating more estrogen levels in your body, which we know that can create a lot of problems physically for people.
So kind of the exact opposite of what guys want to do. Guys want testosterone, not estrogen. And doing soy protein is just loading you up with estrogen, which can actually reshape your body in ways you don't want. So definitely no on the soy. You discovered Sunwarrior Protein. You introduced it to me.
Right.
And so how did you figure out this solution to all these other terrible protein powders that people are using?
So I started doing a lot of studying in relation to the food I was eating, right? And protein powders were one of those because I was eating a lot of whey protein. And come to find out, I started learning that whey protein did these certain things to you. Also found out whey protein, actually, the way they process it in many cases, it can become a neurotoxin.
Oh, wow. And
so I was like, get rid of this. So I started studying, okay, what am I going to replace my protein with?
Right.
And after searching for probably about 2 or 3 months, I finally found the Sunwarrior Protein and found that this had everything in it that was going to be good for my body. It took everything out that was going to be bad for my body.
So, unlike all the negatives we talked about in soy and whey, the Sunwarrior is?
It's plant-based, it's raw, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's soy-free, okay? So if you're vegetarian, you can have this, right? And also the price point, right? It's very, very affordable. In fact, it's basically like $1 a serving.
Well, which is comparable to whey.
Right, exactly.
When you first introduced it to me, I heard all those good things. In the back of my mind, I didn't say it, but I thought it. This is going to taste like crap.
Yes. Yes. In fact, that's what a lot of people think. They think, oh, it's raw and natural and easy to digest.
As soon as I say vegetarian, I think bad tasting.
Yeah, cardboard, right?
Yeah.
No, actually, this tastes really good. Especially the chocolate. The chocolate's my favorite. It has 3 different flavors. There's chocolate, natural, and vanilla. Chocolate is my absolute favorite. It tastes really good. It blends really well.
That's important.
Yeah, blends really well, whether that be a blender bottle or inside your blender.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't have all that clumpiness and graininess that you can find with it.
But avoid the natural, the chocolate and the vanilla.
Yeah, I don't like the natural so much.
They taste the best. And we have links below the video where you can, we figured out how you can buy it best. It's more expensive at retail locations. You can buy it cheaper online. There's links at the bottom of the video. So, protein, and just we got to spend at least a minute on why you need to do this. I mean, most people in this country especially eat way too many carbs, too many low-quality fats, not enough high-quality fats, and not near enough protein. As a matter of fact, we know that healthy sources of protein are in meat and a variety of good and healthy foods. The problem is to get enough protein it's just so helpful to have a shake.
Exactly.
It's hard to be eating meat and eggs all the time, and a lot of times you're on the go, and so to be able to just mix up a quick shake to get enough protein in our diets, which is hard for us to do, and when we do, we have the benefits of
building muscle, losing weight, balancing out your blood sugars, which is important in relation to controlling cravings, dealing with weight loss, okay? And also another good thing about this is that, like we said, it tastes good, so you can enjoy the food that you're eating, the protein that you're eating.
Yep. And of course, when you're eating protein and enough protein in a day, you stay full longer, and you have reduced cravings for sugar. Exactly. A huge benefit for people who are trying to lose weight. So, don't get it from a retail location. Well, you can, but it'll be more expensive. We have links at the bottom of the video. Just go to the description here in the video. We also reference, we have a 20-minute podcast on protein generally that I think would be fantastic for you to watch. That'll also be in the description below. So either way, either click on the link to go directly to the best places we found for buying this protein online for the best prices, as well as some really good in-depth, and we myth bust 7 of the top myths about protein on that podcast episode. So check that out as well. This is Dave Sherwin with Dr. Kepo'o, wishing you massive success in your health and wellness.